Good evening, folks. Red County Blue Nation, Westcliff, Colorado, great states of Americans. Stephen Rorick, Michael Boring on the console, James McMahon in the co-pilot seat. Jimmy, how you doing this evening, buddy?
We're doing good, man. It's almost like working in springtime or summer up here. It's kind of we're going to take it, but boy, Lord only knows what's going to happen with the law of average.
I'm going to take it because it'll be what it'll be. I mean,
It is.
It can snow 3 feet and then it'll just all run off and it'll still just blow up and dry away. You know what?
In a high mountain desert, it's the way it goes. But yeah, I mean, at
Dry
the end
up
of the
and blow
day,
away.
you're out in a t-shirt and almost sweating, working.
Nice. Yep.
I mean, it's December going into January.
Yeah,
And
folks.
it's been that way a time or two, but there's green grass out there still. Ooh, that's a little scary.
I don't know how many people out there realize or understand, but I mean, it's going to be the 250th anniversary of this country. I mean, it's something to celebrate. So
It is. It's all about 250 years of making it happen, and it sure don't need to fall on my watch. I want to keep her going. Fight for everything. Fight all we can to try to uphold this nation.
at the end of the day, we're on the side of righteousness, so that's all that matters.
Amen. Absolutely.
Couple things, folks. I know last week was a little bit, maybe a little more energetic than normal. Do apologize for the cussing. Normally I don't let it get the best of me, but like I said, sometimes the cussing just has to come out.
Well, when you get passion and you're up against a few things that probably shouldn't be there already.
But we do want to make a redaction. I'm going to redact on the behalf of Jordan Hedberg. Jordan, I don't know. I mentioned that you were under investigation for intimidating a witness, and I don't have credible evidence to support that, so I'm going to redact that statement. But, I mean, that, I don't know nothing about it. All I know is that that's not me. I didn't, so
Yeah.
I'm going to redact that statement.
And that's being a bigger man.
As
Steve, thanks for doing that. But Jordan, on the other hand, you need to grow up just a touch. All those emails you blasted everybody, starting at 8:53 or 8:59 in the morning, and how you behave during that time, you're above that. You can do better. But you do bring out some of the ornery in us when you go to that depth. When you file lawsuits against our taxpayers' dollars and our insurance companies through a commissioner that's Billy Bob Biden kind of guy, when stupid things like that happen, you need to be the bigger man. You need to start being the bigger man, not the Sioux boy. And that I'm going to leave it at that. We know what's going on. There's a group of us understand where you're at. And we know you got the only newspaper in town now. And, you're probably going to get there's nothing you can do about it. You're the only newspaper that can print, the things that got to be printed by law. So you kind of got a financial upper hand, kind of like Jim Little did when he was here before you bought the paper. So we know where you're going, but don't let pride be a fall for you. Kind of keep your humility and keep your community and kind of look at what you're doing. We don't need you to go on the other side completely. We know you're a little bit back and forth. But, we've talked, and I hope all the contention and all the bickering and stuff like that, we need to be bigger people than that. We need to be able to stand here and look at what's going on and not be childish. A lot of childish stuff going on out there. And you got a beautiful wife and a beautiful baby. You need to think of the future, and you need to think of this community. And that's my 2 cents, Stephen. But thank you for saying, look, we'll back off you a little bit here. But we know where he's at, and we know what he's done, and we know the different things that's taken place. So
I mean, it's hypocritical, Jordan, for me to come at me about cussing people when you're the ace and the king for cussing people, buddy. So I mean, that's all I'm going to say.
well, he's got a pretty good track record.
I mean, I did overstep my bounds and say something that I don't have written proof of. I may or may not have heard something or misinterpreted that, but I'm willing, and I'm saying right now that I redact the statement that you're intimidating a witness. So that being said, that's that.
Right.
So let's get to business here. So let's talk about these Somalis.
So, and that's one of the things I want.
Tampon 10.
Well, here again, the same thing that took place there with people in political jobs and positions. They extorted the American taxpayer because it wasn't their money. Money was coming in, it was too easy. Now we got this inflation. Because nobody said, hey, wait a minute, what kind of... Because there's always a cause and effect. Action, reaction. And all that did was give the world bankers the ability, we're just going to print a bunch of money and we're going to throw it out there with the Bill Gates COVID thing. Well, we're suffering for that now. Just the way it is. I mean, but it really comes to light up there.
It happened far before COVID.
Oh, absolutely. But COVID was really the stage stopper where there was trillions of dollars printed, stay at home, lose your business.
Yeah, I mean, that all is what it is. I mean, we know that's a globalist
well,
takeover.
we're living in that action.
The thing about where I'm coming at, or one of the things that, what we were talking about on the headlines is that on one of these daycare centers in Minneapolis, when you call that, it goes to the governor's office. And so when this...
don't say.
When the gentleman called, it said, this is Tim Wahls' office.
Leave a message.
And I've said it before and I'll say it again. When will justice be served, right? It's like, how long are we going to put up with this stuff, folks?
To me, justice won't be served until people of integrity start filling political positions. If we have politicians holding positions that are going to extort us, they don't have any integrity, they don't have any moral conscience, they're just there for the money, you pay this, I'll give you that, and we just extort the American taxpayer. And until we start possessing, here comes our caucus in Custer County. Here comes our caucus in Custer County, and everybody has the ability to be involved in that. And to influence it. And as a matter of fact, that's the most strongest influence thing you'll ever have. That one day of the caucus, isn't it just one day, right? Is it?
Yeah, it's just one day.
One day we can show up and reconstruct the Republican Party here.
And we were just visiting with some friends of ours.
Good, strong American.
Yeah. Good,
patriots.
Good, solid folks, and they're like, well,
put their life on the line.
We don't think that and it's like, no, man, don't listen to me. I might not be an expert yet, but here in another 2-3 weeks, I will have all the game plan laid out here. The caucus, folks, is how we change what we're doing in this county. And they just didn't seem to think that was the case, but after some convincing and some, some education there, we
fully persuaded them that, hey,
and these
Stevie knows what he's doing.
These are smart folks, right?
Oh, buddy.
Real smart folks, but they just don't understand. Nobody really understands what the caucus is unless you've been involved in it and you've
waded through it.
I never wanted to be a part of it. When I went in high school,
I'm sorry, I'm guilty too.
In high school, I didn't want no part of civics, right? It was so uninteresting to me, I could barely stand it, boy.
The civics I grew up with, the sheriff called your family and said, hey, we need help, boys.
I shouldn't say this, but I'll go ahead and tell on myself. So, my teacher, when she was first my teacher, it was Sandy Dunlap, and then she got married, and then it was Sandy Brown, Miss Brown. Well, for some reason, my dad and mom, there for a week, they had to leave before we had to go to school, and of course, I already was driving by then, and so I just skipped first hour. Right, and I'd be standing in the hall waiting for second hour to start. She'd come out and let class out, and she's like, what the hell's going on? And then they tried to send a letter through the mail, and of course I snaked that son of a bitch.
I'll get the mail.
But, well, I mean, the mailbox is a quarter mile off the road, right? So when I'd come home, I'd just grab shit.
I got her.
Oh, I don't know. But anyhow, I mean, I appreciate that, you know, I mean, she could have threw the book at me, but she knew that I was a decent person, and I mean, I just couldn't hardly stand what the hell they were talking about, and it was so boring and dry. I mean, shit, I'm out here trying to run tractors and balers and do stuff, and you're wanting me to listen to this bullshit, right?
I
couldn't take it.
I know, I was the same farm kid, boy, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I'd be standing out in the hall, and
I'm in the now, baby.
Second hour, it'd pull off, and I'd be standing out there ready, so I wasn't late for second hour, but I damn sure skipped first hour. Yeah, shit. But we all got to do what we got to do. I mean,
well, growing up, and that's kind of what I was trying to. Hopefully, Jordan will watch this. You know, we need to mature at some time and take responsibility and look at the big picture, not be so emotional, but be more instructional.
And at the end of the day, what you always say is it's kingdom versus kingdom, and we got to decide what side we're on, right? And so, I mean, that's something that every man has to decide for himself. And
well, that's the division in the whole country.
And it's the battle within it. And it, honestly, at the end of the day, too, I mean, I was just talking with my cousins about this over Christmas dinner. It's like, it's wild how, I mean, we all think, oh, that's just huge battle and da-da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da-da and I'm so mad at you and I won't ever talk to you again and da-da-da-da-da and then.
Boy, that's so.
All you got, and it's like after you spend a couple, 2-3 minutes face to face and you actually talk about the stuff, most of the time it all just washes away.
Absolutely.
And so what we make out to be these feelings that we have of animosity and of hatred and all this stuff, most of the time, folks, I mean, that's what being a bigger man is looking your counterpart in the eye or your adversary in the eye and saying, whatever, man. I mean, Jordan, you're not my enemy, and I'm not your enemy, buddy. I mean, I got bigger fish to fry than you, man. I really do. I have a lot of other stuff in my world that, and
yeah.
I mean, let's talk about this part, right? I know a few years ago we talked about holding each other accountable.
Oh, the accountability
and I
thing.
mentioned something to you in the emails about that, and you told me, well, you don't care about my reasoning, and that's that little
well,
boy
I was
part.
there.
That's that little boy part telling me you don't care, because I know you don't care.
Well,
you don't care about nothing but yourself, bud.
Well, there's
and I'll admit I overstepped my bounds. I shouldn't have said what I said about it. But at the end of the day, when I said that you were toast is you didn't have no reason and you didn't have no rhyme the way that you treated Matt Miles. That's uncalled for. He stood up for you. He backed you when nobody else was backing you, man. And then for you to say what you said to him, and you're going to accuse me of cussing somebody out? Shoot, man, whatever you said to him is uncalled for, and I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah. So, anyways, I don't even want to mingle with whatever's. I mean, I don't know what the squirrel's running around in his brain. We try to get some coagulation.
We have bigger enemies out there than
to squabble with ourselves.
Yes. Hell, man, there's people out there. There's Muslims out there that think that you're an infidel and that they want you dead, folks. I mean, that's a lot bigger problem than the local politics that we deal with on this level, right? I mean, these people literally want us dead, and so do the globalists, right?
Well,
I mean,
a lot of these people up here that are on that side of the liberal side, they'll bow their knee to Sharia law.
Well,
No, they will. I know these people.
Well, they do, and they're the first ones that get clubbed over the head.
These silly bastards. They don't understand.
Well, then that's on them, right? I mean,
Well, it is, but it's also
your first mistake was petting a rattlesnake.
There you go. Get it. You're good.
So I mean, and I don't even want to spend any more time on that.
Right.
I
So
mean,
let's talk about what's going on.
Let's talk about Zelensky trying to go to the Trumpster, saying we need to bomb Russia. What's Trumpster saying? No, I don't think we do. So what's Zelensky do? He puts 19 drones. I think that was how many Zelensky literally tried to take Putin out, and it's like,
Oh, David and Goliath story.
well, I don't necessarily see the
No. That's how he tries to paint stuff with the religious mindset.
He's nothing but a whoremonger.
Well, sure, but he's going to
playing.
You're not going to help me watch what I'll do by myself.
He's playing the piano with his damn
God,
genitals.
you're not going to help me.
The thing is
Yeah, he's pitiful.
that is nothing more than a selfish little boy.
Well, it's a whole bunch of exploitation.
I didn't get what I wanted, so I'm pouting, and this is how I'm going to retaliate.
Yeah. Pitiful. So we're here with 3 to 4 times the amount of fertilizer price because the majority of it comes out of that region.
Well, and then that's
For
nobody's
food production.
That's nobody's fault but our own. We had plenty of fertilizer plants. 20 years ago, I tried to get in the fertilizer business, and I'm like, why in the hell can't we buy ammonium nitrate and all this stuff? Well, because they're going to make a bomb out of it. We can't have that.
Oh, after the Tim McVeigh FBI
Stupid
thing.
ass sons of bitches. And that, come to find out, that's an A-neutronic bomb. That wasn't no fertilizer, folks. You're out of your mind if you think that's fertilizer.
Yeah.
Fertilizer don't blow half of the damn building away like that.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we've got our hands full right here, just in little old Custer County.
And to finish my story about Zelensky, it's like Putin is fairly tempered, right? I mean, a lot of people think he's he's the most worstest.
If he wasn't
he's the
tempered,
terriblest. All of the people behind him are 50 times worse.
yeah,
He's pretty level-headed, and it's just, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm just like Alex Jones. I'm not a Putin supporter, but I actually admire the guy because, I mean, he could have nuked. He could have blowed this. He could have already blowed all our asses to sky high, folks. And if you don't think that's the case, you're mistaken. Everybody says, well, they don't have this and they don't have no bullshit. They got everything. They will beat our ass at this point. And I mean, like, who wins in the nuclear war? Lindsey Graham, you got your little bunker down there. You think you're going to be okay? Whatever these stupid ass actors, right? You think you got $1 billion bunker, and after the whole world gets blown to smithereens, you're going to be fine? Like, I mean, come on, folks. Nuclear war, there's
consequences.
Nuclear war is not good, no matter what the TV is trying to tell you.
So the restraint that Putin has, because he has the bigger hammer, and for Zelensky. And what tells the story to me, and this is just cowboy looking, just kind of watching, seeing what's going on. When little Biden was over there in Burisma, and he was ahead of that, and I mean, there's a lot of shady stuff going on over there, and then to find out that they've got some other extracurricular stuff that's being financed by the Americans.
The amount of money.
I mean, the amount of money, we need to stop. I would encourage everybody, because I'm going there. I'm not paying any more taxes. I'm gonna go to the gas station, pay taxes. I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I'm gonna buy lumber and concrete, and I'm gonna buy stuff, but it's gonna be, sales tax. But the rest of it, I ain't paying. Come talk to me first before you take my money. Because I am not supporting this kind of stuff. And I think a lot of people are to that point. They're like, no, we're paying way too much money. These people are extorting us to the extreme.
Well, then that's back. Let's get on to the truth of this. That's why we talked about this before, folks. It's the tariffs. This country ran on tariffs. There was no income tax. And it wasn't until these big bankers and all these corrupt individuals,
1913.
just like these stupid Somalis. I mean, in Obama, it's like, how did all these foreigners,
Clinton, Bush,
did all these foreigners figure out how to navigate our system?
Well, yeah, with an IQ of 68, I think they said. They got an average IQ of 68.
They definitely have help, and Obama's the main one that.
Well, they got a cookie cutter project in there that could go directly to the feds to pull the money to the state. The state gets it, and if you got some faggot like Waltz, he's in there. He's like, well, I didn't see what's going on. I didn't know what's going on. I had my nose up Kamala's ass. I don't know what happened. Well, pal, you're fixing to find out what happened. Because didn't you say when you call for some of that child care stuff?
Yeah, it goes directly to his office.
Ring-a-ding-a to little Tim Tampon.
Talking about billions of dollars. I mean, they've already, last I heard, $18 billion.
And that's only one spot in Minnesota.
Minneapolis, St. Paul.
We're not talking about Ohio and whatever the concentration is in those counties.
Denver.
Then you got Denver. You got all of California, the majority of California. You got Chicago, Illinois.
Every one of these blue cities has all this stuff going on, and it's like, at what point? I mean, the killing's going to start somewhere. If we can't weed out the justice system, justice center here, weed that out. If we can't get rid of the people that, I mean, quite frankly, I'm
flabbergasted.
I'm tired of talking about it. I really don't even want to deal with it anymore because, I mean, we've talked about it so many times. It's the education. How do these people get educated and dumbed down to the point where they're not patriots and they're not Americans? And I mean, they're just money whores. And they're literally compromising the United States for the fact that they think they can be what the globalists want them to be, but they don't realize that they're the first ones at the slaughterhouse door. They ain't none of these stupid son of a bitches going to be alive at the end of the day. They're all going to get killed. You think the globalists are going to put up with Tampon Tim? He has nothing to offer. He's just a puppet, man.
All they're doing is throwing...
That son of a bitch, all he is... I mean, there's talking about him going over there and selling out to the Chinese, and it's like... The Muslims and the Chinese or whatever, right? It's like they play this, let's play patty cakes, because what I'm really wanting to do is after the third or fourth patty cake, I'm going to get my knife and slit your throat. That's what they're thinking. And we're over here, well, DEI,
diversification bullshit.
Equity and equality.
We're not going to hire you because you're adequate. We're going to hire you because you're not.
We have feelings. We can't treat somebody like that. Well, you don't understand that what they want to do is cut your throat. All you red-haired, blue-haired, rainbow-haired, wannabe, tranny, that's what Robert Barnes is calling them, the Antifa, Trantifa, right? Trantifa. Right? Don't you understand that you're the first ones that they're going to slaughter out here? I mean, you're the ones that already took the killing vaccine, and you're the ones that are already eating all this stuff, and you're the ones that are already
drank the Kool-Aid,
already on your deathbed. You just don't know it yet.
So it's a time thing here again, but we've got to stand fast locally. That's our responsibilities. Control or influence what you can. The rest you got to give to God. But here in Custer County, I think we have an opportunity to possess the land here and to give some light and some good discretion and good judgment. There's some quality people that have a foundation.
There's a lot of good quality people, but the fact of the matter is that if you don't pay attention, folks, you're going to lose it. It's going to get by you. You're too busy. You're too consumed. And I get it, right? We got families. We got things we care about. We're trying to make a living. We're trying to do all this stuff. But shit, none of that matters if the country doesn't succeed. If the country doesn't succeed, none of that matters. Really, you're going to let them cut your grandkids' genitals off? Boy, that's a home run for you. I mean, like
They're gonna take your young daughter. They're gonna take your young daughter. So that's not gonna happen. You might let your young daughter go that way, but I'm not going to. So there's enough God natural affection in me where selfless is a big part of my reality now. And that's where you got to watch out when somebody becomes selfless. When you're not concerned about yourself too much, and you got to, you throw that shit over here and go, look, I'm thinking about them. Now you're a warrior. Now you're a real warrior. You actually have unselfishness. And that's what these Nimrods don't understand. There's a lot of people out there that they're not selfish even a little bit. Not even one drop in them. They're consumed by serving righteousness. And that's all they're consumed with.
But the problem,
and when they poke that bear and that bear stands up, you better watch out because the shit's going to happen.
It ain't too late. They didn't hit him with the poisonous dart before he even figured out what was going on, and that's where we're at, folks. Yeah, what Jimmy's saying is totally true, and I totally agree with that. But what I'm saying is that you might be the biggest, baddest son of a bitch around, but if they hit you with the poison first, you ain't shit. And there's plenty of poison. I mean,
the contamination of just
really,
the love of money.
They're teaching you that a man can have a baby, and you're going along with that? You got transvestite story time at the schools, and you're going along with that. I mean, what else do you want from me, right? I mean, I've already beat the damn horse to a pulp. There's nothing left. It's just a red spot.
I remember finding out that we had Common Core up here in this school. And my blood was boiling. I mean, I got right up to operating temperature. And I called a few of the guys that I work with and said, hey, you guys got kids in that school, right? You know, they got Common Core. What? I'm like, yeah. So I said, I'm going to be there. I'm coming with both barrels. Yeah, and I'm not going to. Well, you guys, they know me. The guys that work with me know me.
You all realize, folks, that Common Core is global? It's not just here. It's the whole world eating this shit.
Billy Bob Gates. Billy Bob Gates.
I don't want.
So, anyways, at the end of the day, we have a formidable opponent. We really don't want to underestimate just how sinister these Nimrods are.
They already got us down, and they already got us down, folks. I mean, if you can't see that, you ain't paying attention. I mean, yeah, life is good, right? We got plenty of money. Oh hell, things are great, but it's that frog in the boiling. You know, when you start out and the water's just the temperature you like, before you know what's going on, you're cooked. I don't want to talk about that no more.
Okay.
I mean,
So what do we want to talk about? We want to talk about what's going on with Candice Owens.
I'm just going to say I'm disappointed, and we made an executive decision with the Mortarmen. That's why I got my Mortarmen shirt.
Oh on. yeah. No, that's a big deal.
I mean, I wanted to light fireworks off tonight for the 250th anniversary. I mean, I know that Independence Day is actually the birth of the country, but I mean, the calendar day is 2026 is 250 years. So
amen.
I wanted to light fireworks off, but we just didn't feel that we could afford the. And I mean, to tell you the truth, we actually had some leftover money. We could have done it, but it would have been another $3,500, $4,000 just for the insurance. And so, you know, we kind of let that slip by, and at the time it seemed like the right thing to do, but I'm kind of sad about it now. I wish we were getting ready to go shoot fireworks personally. But yeah, we can talk about Candice Owens. So, you know, Candice Owens, that's another one of these. I don't know Candice Owens that well. I've listened to a few things that she's talked about that seemed pretty righteous to me, but she's been flip-flopping bad, man. I mean, what she's
when you have,
she's
you know, when you have some of
she's
these,
married into the globalist British elite, man. I mean, and then she keeps lying about how she met her husband, and then so it's like, it's at what point, if there's so many stories out there, what is the truth?
and there again,
So I mean, your credibility is
so
your
all of it.
credibility's shot.
Well, and all these clickbait people that are on podcasts and whatnot, and they're, well, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. I'm talking about this, I'm talking about that. Buy my stuff, buy my stuff. Boy, boy.
But so speaking of buying our stuff, folks, we are going to come out with a new line. I've been talking with Mikey about it. The you know, our IT guy, about coming up with a really sweet, really nice design for the Red County to support the 250th anniversary of this country.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I don't give a shit if you buy it or not, quite frankly, but I'm gonna buy one so I can wear it for myself.
Well, you know,
we are
Stephen, that's one of the things I didn't do. I didn't throw my, because Don Pletcher got us those hats,
I didn't-
250th year.
I didn't put
And we
mine
were
on
just
either.
talking to him a little while ago.
Well, and I like that hat, but I think we can get a lot better hat. I don't like the style of that hat very well, or otherwise I'd wear it all the time.
Sure.
I mean, it's fits like a rag.
A little flimsy. It's not quite as rigid as we like.
No, I'm
I
pretty,
mean, you got a Four Rivers.
pretty accustomed to.
What are Four Rivers? Is that some liberal group?
Well, it's John Deere. Yeah, so I mean, I know a lot of people are getting mad at John Deere, but you can do whatever. I mean,
I'm
I've
kidding.
been riding John Deere my whole life, and I'm going to continue to do that. So it's just like drinking Budweiser. Been drinking Bud my whole life too. So whatever, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, because I purchased John Deere doesn't mean that they rule my life. It's a tool.
And you're familiar with it.
Yeah, and I know that it's one of the highest quality stuff that you can buy. I'm not going to buy Case. I'm just not.
Right.
It's just the way of it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to buy International either.
Right.
Been on them. I've driven them. I know what it's like, and I'm not. It's like, where's my Deere at, right? So, we are what we are. We know what we know, and we do what we do, folks.
Well, you get comfortable with whatever you're conditioned with.
But at the end of the day, too, it's just like you can shoot. Well, I got a 30-06. Okay. Great. I got a 30-06 too, but is that what I'm going to use? No.
Right.
I got a 3378 Weatherby, so it's like almost twice as powerful as a 30-06. So when you talk to me about you got a 30-06, I'm like, I know that you don't know what you're talking about.
So if you got a Case and I got a John Deere, I know you don't know what you're talking about.
That's pretty much it.
That's it.
And don't get me wrong, right? I mean, Case is better than nothing, just like a 30-06 is better than nothing.
There
but
you
at the
go.
end of the day, when you can select
The
something,
degree.
when you can select it,
So
when you
one of
have
the-
a choice,
When you have a choice. There you go. The choice. That's the freedom that I like.
right?
So here, yeah, there you go. When you have a choice, you're not. And mandate ain't no law. That's just a word that they can manipulate on the uneducated people. Oh, you got to put that mask on, Steve. It's mandated. Mandate don't mean law, dum-dum. Anyways, at the end of the day, when you get familiar with something, and some people got familiar with Case and they like Case. Some people got familiar with John Deere. One of the things with John Deere, and I don't know if you've been watching what's going on with John Deere.
Oh, I know all about it. Luckily, I don't run the new John Deere stuff. I mean,
No, you got some really badass John Deere stuff.
but
I mean,
the
some
newest
really
one I got
nice.
is 2001, right? So I don't have to worry about and deal with all of this stuff. And I know that they were fixing to put the super tariffs on them for building them in Mexico and all this, but it's like,
I mean, at the end of the
and-
day,
and-
the
and-
Deere is the best.
well, and it's like, are they caught up in money? Yeah, probably, but that's not where I'm at with it, right? It's the best quality machine that I could have bought for the money that I had, and that's why I used it.
So the stigma, you're right, and the stigma that I got exposed to, because I'm not a big farmer guy. I'm not even close. I got 35 acres. I got some chickens and a couple cows. So I ain't a farmer rancher guy. I'm not the guy knocking down, 80 acres or whatever of hay and
thousands and thousands of acres.
right. So where I'm watching some of these guys go with this is the computer stuff and the way things have to go with the sophistication.
And it's no different
Sophistication of all of these
it's
tractors.
no different than your pickup or your car or anything else.
Well, I despise that.
Or your washing machine or
And
your
I
cell
despise
phone or
that,
your refrigerator.
and I
or all of
despise
that
it
shit.
all.
So, I mean, it's like...
If I can't work on it...
You can't pick on John Deere.
No. It's across the board.
They're all racing.
That's what I wanted to personify here.
They're all trying to race for money.
They're racing for, I'll come out and take care of you. When I growed up, a washing machine would last you 40, 50 years, and matter of fact, probably even last you longer than that. Because
They ain't going to make no money doing that. That's the whole thing.
So it's not all about money.
It is to them.
It is now. No. So we were about love back in the day. We were about producing something and treating a consumer like they were us. Treating our neighbor as us.
Well, and that
Wait a minute. This is a very, very important part. We, as a community, as people that produce stuff, said, I want to do that like if I was building it for myself. And I want to do a really good job, and I want it to last a long time. Well, as soon as globalization took place, it was like America's got a lot of money. They consume a lot. Their earnings are big. They got a good work ethic. And apparently, the living universe somehow has personified them. You know what I mean? So everybody needs to sell their stuff to America. So if we can make a wash machine last 5 or 7 years, if we can make a vehicle last 5 or 7 years, now we have consumption and now we have Chinese landfill. Pretty much it in a nutshell. Pretty much. So what we've done is we got away from love and we got into the love of money. We've got into extortion instead of trying to do things the way we want them done under ourselves. And that's where we're at. It's a harsh reality. It's just a real... In the gravity and in the stuff that I love about it is I'm able to do some of that old-fashioned stuff. And that's salve to the soul. Because this other stuff that's nothing but money grubbing and selfish, that's the most pitiful thing. And that's, the love of money is the root of all evil. The love of money. Not the use of it, not using it as a tool of compensation. Because there's a healthy way you can do that. But when you start loving it and using it as a tool for manipulation, well, that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother gamut. And I don't know, where were you at with the Jews and how they're running this country and Israel? I mean, that was a whole nother issue, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, we've talked about it before, and that's a super...
Well, I know there's several people that contacted me. Jimmy, what are you talking about Israel so negative about? Well, I'm not a religious person. I'm into truth. I despise religion. I hate religion. So at the end of the day, you gotta stand back, put yourself in neutral, and go, what is really going on here? The Jews just got money and they run the people that have the talent and knowledge? Oh, okay. And then they exploit the taxpayer? And we owe them? And they're waiting. Oh, this is the best part of all of it. They're waiting for a physical king to take possession and rule the world. Because they never believed that Jesus Christ was the king.
The problem is, in my mind, the problem with all of that is what Israel is not the chosen people of God. They're the whoremongers, and that's all there is to it.
There you go.
You can't be a chosen people and want to kill someone, right? You can't be the children of light and want
Unless you're going to kill a Muslim.
If you're a children of
'Cause
light,
that-
if you're a child of light, you don't have to worry about any of that.
Sure.
Let a fool to his folly, right? Let them fall
Sure.
on their own sword.
Sure. I'm just going to put it this way.
There's plenty.
Muslims-
There's plenty of people that are going to go for the Muslims, and I don't have to do nothing. All I got to do is stand back, right? That's not my fight. My fight is not with either one of them. You come at me and look me in the eye and try to pull your knife on me, then you got a problem. Otherwise, I don't have a problem. I already know where my creator is and what my mission is, and it doesn't have anything to do with wanting to kill a Muslim because I don't care.
No.
I don't care about the Jews, and I don't care about the Muslims, and I don't care about the Nazis. I just don't care about none of that shit. Almost as much as I don't care about Jordan in the paper. I just don't care. It doesn't fit into what I'm doing. It just doesn't fit. I'm not a part
Well, you're
of
above
that.
all that.
You're above, below, around, underneath, whatever.
I'm just saying.
I just don't care. It
No,
doesn't.
you got to be separated somehow.
I just don't care anything about it.
Right.
I care about what I'm doing here, not about that. I just don't care.
So the Sharia law, right, and what the Muslims believe in is in a lot of, it's completely contradictory to what you believe.
Well, of course it is. So basically, so is what the Israelis believe. They just want to kill each other. So is what the globalists. They all want to kill each other.
So if we just stand back and let them take care of themselves, we just stay back.
Whatever kind of faith that I have in myself and
The purity of it.
in my world is not to get into too much stuff, but Jordan, when you write me an email and you say, "Are you threatened to kill me?" Dude, that never crossed my mind one single bit.
Not even a little bit, brother.
Not even a little bit.
You're a very loving, kind, karma-thinking person.
Now, can I kill? Yeah, all you got to do is come at me in the wrong way and try to threaten me personally, and I will twist your neck. Otherwise, it is irrelevant.
Yeah.
I'm not caught up in that. I don't
So here
care.
again, and I like that you've stated it the way you did, because it gives me a little bit of food for fodder. So until it's at my door, I don't worry about it.
Why would
I'm
you?
going to tell you right now, if Muslims come up here in Custer
Oh
County,
boy! I've stated it before, and I'll state it again. I got bullets dipped in pig fat. Doo-dah, doo-dah.
so here again,
Son of a bitch,
if
you ain't getting past me.
Well, no, they'll kill you.
But they won't.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I mean,
better not say anything anymore.
Unless you can get to it quicker than I can, because before you can even get to your gun, I'm going to twist your neck. It's that simple. And if it's my turn and my time, so be it.
Amen.
But I'm not scared.
Right.
And I also don't hate. I don't care what the hell some Muslim does. Just don't touch my daughter or my granddaughters, boy.
Well, that's where I'm at. And I'm to the point where a lot of these people that have daughters and granddaughters, they're infidels.
Well, hell, they're inviting them
They're
right
an
in.
infidel from me, not from a Muslim.
Let's pet the rattlesnake.
Yeah. They're
We gotta let him in. We gotta let him in. Afghanistan. Oh my God. We was so mean to them people. I just don't know how we're gonna live with ourselves. Well, you ain't gonna live very long because they're gonna cut your throat, dumbass.
well,
I don't.
they're politically getting involved in elected positions. They're strategically planning on how they're going to take it over.
And how are they
and
doing
we're
that?
sitting here watching it
Because we got our
happen.
head up our ass. That's
That's what this podcast is about.
2 weeks ago, we was railing. And what was I railing on, folks? Because you ain't paying attention.
So the caucus for Custer County, we're going to have to influence that. At least we can get one drop in the bucket. At least one drop in the bucket if we can get people to show up to the caucus. As soon as we know the date, as soon as we know the people that we want, We're going to orchestrate a plan. We're going to take back the Republican Party, and we're going to subdue this cabal that has been formed around us. And that's how we need to be thinking. Now, if you want to graduate a little bit more, I'd like to have 50 men go to the Capitol with me. I told the man today, I said I'd be lucky to find 5 men to go to Capitol with me in Custer County. 5. We'd be happy. I'd be happy to have 5 men go to the Capitol with me from Custer County. That's how pitiful we are.
My whole thing is I would go to the Capitol, but what are we going to do? What good is it going to do? If you can explain that to me, I'm all about it, but I'm not going to waste my time to try to go protest. I watch these poor, pitiful son of a bitches protesting along the road down on Elizabeth in Pueblo, like, our Kennedy's killing us. Oh my God! And I'm just thinking to myself, and I shouldn't think that way, but I was thinking about, all I could think about was a snowplow. Just push them off the road, off in the ditch.
So you're right. So here again, if you don't exercise your First Amendment, you better watch how you execute your Second Amendment.
The whole thing about it is if it would do any good to go to the
If you
Capitol,
don't exercise your First Amendment, you damn well better watch how you exercise your Second Amendment.
and there's more to it than that.
No more.
There is. That's why they have the caucus.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I mean, you can
So-
say you're
so
going to
that's
go.
your first.
You can say you're going to go to the fucking Capitol and do what? What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
You're going to use your First
And
Amendment.
what good is that going to do? What good is it going to do? Answer me that.
Okay. Are you going to listen?
Yeah, go ahead.
You clean your slate. You said, I've exercised my First Amendment and my constitutional rights and everything that God has given me. And when you start abusing further than that, here, you people that are voting for things that are crippling and are demonic, that are ungodly, that are unconstitutional, will be back with our guns. Fucking, that's all. Fucking.
All I know.
Fucking, that's all I'm
All
going
I
to tell
know
you.
is I don't need to go to the Capitol to free my soul. It's already free.
How about your flesh?
It's free. Going to the Capitol and telling the cock-sucking dick sucker of our fucking state ain't gonna do shit. Now, going to the caucus, you can get something done.
No,
Going to the
that's-
Capitol, what are you gonna do besides? What good is it gonna do? Otherwise, I would go. I would literally go if I thought it would do some good. To try to clean my flesh and my soul going to the Capitol, that ain't gonna do it for me.
It's not cleaning your flesh.
I'm
and your
already
soul.
there.
All you're doing is establishing a track record in law, saying, "Look, what part of did Jimmy tell you? Jimmy came up here and tried to tell you don't. Jimmy been to the county Custer little dog and pony show saying, look, don't, and it's all recorded.
And what good did it do? Had they listened? No, they haven't listened. But where do we got an angle on them? We're going to go to the caucus and take care of it.
So, Steve, you got the answer.
I
But
know.
I'm going to tell you what. I have my own personal answer.
I know.
I have my own personal
And
answer.
I hopefully that you got done what you wanted to do to
Oh,
free
it
your
don't
own
even-
mind.
It don't even matter.
It
It's
does.
about principle.
All that matters is that we free our own mind. You free your mind and your ass will follow. That's all that matters.
Well,
it's each man has to figure his own way.
The other part to it is you might oughta have a track record of being civil and saying, look, I asked you guys, you knew this was outside of bounds already. I've already told you. I've already been here. So you got a track. Wait a minute. So when you go in front of the judge, boy,
That's the thing.
And
so that's what
now-
we're going to say. But there is no judge.
there's the key.
There's no judge. So
There is the key.
all of this effort that you put in was for nothing because you don't have a judge.
There's no justice.
There's no justice.
So
That's why our only shot is to go to the caucus, folks.
in Custer County.
Are you hearing this? I mean, you can show up and look what the Proud Boys got. Look what the J6ers got.
And it's coming around, baby. So
Bunch of them are still locked up.
big timber, and some of you people that are fighting for.
We sure are getting loud. I mean, this is all the stuff that I'm just trying to celebrate the 250
years. Man, it's amazing.
And here we are squabbling over.
And that's how we got here.
But it.
The founding fathers sat there and, I'll take your ass outside. Let's back up to each other's ass. Do 10 paces and I'll blow your fucking head off. That's how serious it was.
One of the things that I learned.
We ain't got that. We don't have that anymore.
Oh, I do. I mean, don't tell me to call somebody out or I will. And then we'll all be in big fucking trouble, pal.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying.
That is not what we need to do to get done what we want to get done.
No. Right now we're trying to be civil.
I'm not afraid at all. I mean, it's not on any of these podcasts, but I'm already on record calling Tom Flower out about it.
It's not about.
Just saying.
It's not about being fearful.
Just saying.
Just saying. I like that. But at the end of the day, what it comes down to is, where's the community at? Are we all just going to give in to this? There's all of this perversion.
The problem is, Jimmy, is just what we just experienced. Two highly intelligent individuals doesn't even realize what the frickin' caucus is. That's the problem.
Sure.
They don't understand what's going on.
So
that's where what we really need to be doing. And
I'm gonna say
is to lead them down the dark hallway.
Absolutely, brother man. So here's what I'm going to say. Next podcast is going to be dedicated to educating people on how important the caucus is.
Well, and I mean, we've been working at it some, but the problem
is... We've been chipping.
Not enough people are listening to us, folks. And once again, we honestly appreciate everybody does, but there just ain't enough of us yet.
Well, and it's not... I don't know that everybody shows up on that. I don't know how they keep track of that, but people come up to me and go, God, we really like that podcast. God, we want to be involved in that. And I'm like, oh.
Well, so there's 45.
So I don't know.
There's 4,500 people, and so if there's not 1,000 of them that understand what's going on, we ain't doing much good.
So, and I don't know where they view it all.
There's only. It's real simple.
So here again,
you view it live on Twitter, or it's on the website. That's where you view it.
Absolutely. Let's look at it like this. Let's just take it completely for what we are.
If somebody really wants to make a difference, and you got a bunch of money, and you want to get this thing off the ground, then throw the money at it. I'm doing this on my own dime, folks. Jimmy helps us too, and Mike does too, right? We do this on our own. We've had one donation, and we appreciate that. So of all this time and all this, we've never had but one donation this whole time. We do this because we want to, and we're not leveraged to anybody because we accept money from anyone. I'm not apologizing for my behavior, but I do ask for mercy when I get wrapped up and I cuss, right? I try not to cuss because I know that's not conducive to. It's not conducive to high power individuals. But when I get so wrapped up, it's like it just comes out, and all I can do is beg for mercy on that because that's what it is. But at the end of the day, folks, you want to get all this stuff going, it takes money.
Well, I think about the R2 gang. You know, the R2 group. And I told them, I said, we need to get politically involved. And they, oh boy,
well, just like the churches, right? The church, nobody wants to get involved. So
nobody wants to get involved.
It's the same thing, right?
So here again,
reap what you sow.
Well,
you damn sure can bitch about it a lot, but you don't want to do nothing about it. So, I mean, how much sense does that make?
So here again, that's why I was kind of going off on my personal rant on what I've done, and I don't even care. But I know that it's 1% to 3% of the population that ever grows a spine, that ever has a backbone, that anybody that
well, and we talked about that last week. It's only 40% of the people that are even willing to turn in the ballot. And I get it, right? I know. Oh, well, it doesn't count. It doesn't matter, blah, 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 blah. But you can sure as hell bitch about it. So, I mean, that's where we're at, folks. That's where we're at as a group called humanity. And like I said last week,
better get involved.
It's pretty pitiful.
You better get involved in humanity. At the end of the day, I thank God. I think about the blessings that I've had this last year and the things that I've gone through. And Steve, you're a huge blessing. Mike Bourne, you're a huge blessing. My wife's been a huge blessing. I just reflect on everything that I need to be thankful for, and it's huge.
Well, that's.
But one of the things that I really was hoping for last year was that our community would get a little bit more morally behind everything that's supposed to be happening. That we'd be standing up for the children, that we'd be standing up for the retired people, and that we'd be having compassion toward.
Well, I think
not only compassion, but the strength of morality.
I think a lot of people are there. A lot of people want to be there, just like the gentleman we talked to tonight. I mean, these guys are too highly educated. They give a shit about things, but yet they don't understand the actual mathematics of how we need to execute and win this battle. And that's what a general does, right? This is the plan, folks, and we need to follow it. And I mean, that's what the diversion in this world is so great between he said, she said, social media, news, all this stuff. It's so hard to come together and make this happen. That's what we need to be doing, is coming into these small groups. I mean, we tried it with, and we're gonna do it again. I mean, these guys are talking about getting these town hall meetings. Paul Vogelsong is he said he would do that to start, and I know that when he got in there, it's kind of like getting thrown into the mishmash with Billy Bob and Lucas, right? I mean, them guys think they already know what they're doing, and they really don't know shit. I mean, if they knew what they were doing, then we wouldn't be in this fix. We wouldn't even be talking about. We wouldn't even have this podcast.
Shit, we'd be doing comedy. We would
absolutely be doing. Be here right now. I'd be at the Constellation with my friends
in a suit and tie.
Hell yeah!
Damn!
Instead of this shit, I wouldn't even be here, Lucas. If you could have took care of business, pal.
So here again, this is a podcast for the voice of the people. And if you have something to lend to the community.
So let's get back to nuts and bolts, right? So we're beginning to form these. What Paul wanted to start all along was these town hall meetings. We're going to have it where you can enter remotely, where we can have these meetings and discuss this stuff so people can get involved. That's the problem, is nobody understands what is going on here. And they've been so deceptive about what they're doing. Bill, I mean, you're the worst, buddy. I mean, I know it's just part of your behavior. You think that you're the full bird colonel and that we're all just a bunch of pissant grunts. But that's not the case, buddy. I mean, we're not in the military. You're not in the military anymore, bud. And you can't treat us like that. You damn sure can't treat me like that.
You ain't gonna treat me like that, buddy.
And that's why we're here. But so back to the game plan. We need to organize these small groups. Anybody that actually gives a shit, we need to get together. We're going to start forming these groups at everybody's house, 6 or 5 or 5 or 6 people here and there. And we're
or 50.
People ain't going to show up to 50, right? I mean, they just ain't.
No, I'm just saying
they already had their chance. They just ain't going to do it, right?
There's consolidation in towns.
People are too.
But when you get outside of the towns and the population starts diminishing, then it gets smaller.
I mean, we did our best to try to have the group with, I mean, and maybe we can get 50 people together, but
I mean, it's town folk.
I was happy for what happened with our thing at Taylor's, but
it was awesome. I mean, it was good. It was weak. But it was in the middle of winter.
Fucking, really? That's our excuse, is it's the middle of winter. Really, folks? I mean, that's your excuse? Is it's the middle of winter?
Guaranteed.
Shit, then just let's roll over and call it quits right now. I'm out of here. I'm going to the Dome. I'm going to the Dome. Because I'm not going to put up with that. Some sorry-ass excuse. It's winter.
So what's the average age? What's our average age up here?
I have no idea. Don't know, don't care. That's something that I don't
Like
care about.
60 years old.
Don't care what the average age is.
No, that's a fact you have to deal with.
It's irrelevant. Either the people want to participate or they don't. It doesn't matter how old they are. In my mind, it's back to, that's what I'm saying. We got to get these small groups of people together and get to going. We ain't going to get 50 people all at once. We've already tried that and it won't happen.
Well, my thing is the young people that are looking for the future, their children, that pick this community to live in, better get their asses involved.
They need to get involved.
Better get involved if you got youngins.
Everybody needs to get involved because
Well, young and old, every patriot.
old people have kids too. Just saying.
Well,
They got- Everybody has to get involved, and it has to start small, right? We just ain't going to get it, smash it over the fence to start. So we need to start these small groups of people, get all the friends that you know, and get this shit organized. It ain't going to happen no other way.
But it comes down to accountability.
And we don't have
ethics.
much time.
No, that's the thing.
We basically got 2 months. Because, I mean, it's like, we don't know the date, and it doesn't matter. All we know is that it's like the first or second week in March. The date don't matter, folks. It don't freaking matter when it is.
Block out your calendar for the first and second week of March, because when we tell you to show up and put your finger on here, that's what you need to do. We are doing everything we can.
If you care. If you don't care, just keep watching Netflix and eating Cheetos or whatever it is.
Whatever you do.
Right?
All right, brother.
But we got a lot of work to do. We're willing to do it. I mean, we've already ranted and raved enough. Let's go celebrate the 250th anniversary.
Yeehaw! 250 years.
I love you, brother.
I love you, brother. Right on.
Mikey, I love you too, brother.
Mikey, thank you so much for what you do. You make this happen. And everybody needs to, we need to take our life a little bit more serious, because things are teeter-totter, and 2026 is here. And boy, I tell you, you could be a Trump supporter, you could be whatever supporter you want. But one thing you better figure out is everything's going to happen locally. It's all going to happen locally.
All that matters is the truth, and seek the truth, folks. That means that you check it back and forth, and you proof the equation. That's what simple math is about. That's what proving your work is.
Yep, you prove it.
Don't just listen to what they told you. So with that being said, wish you all a
Happy New Year, man! Woohoo!
wish you
250 years of America standing, all the blood and the anguish and everything. It's been. My brother was killed in Vietnam, so I have a very, very big. Do not piss on the country. Don't piss on the flag. Don't do anything, because that's my brother's blood. So we need to be respectful.
It's a fact, folks. See you next week.
And if you don't like it, get out.
Yeah.